That was the worst showing of our fan base I've ever seen, and I don't know if we're spoiled. I don't know if we've become well too far over the hill, or we have too many Walmart fans, or what. I'm not sure what the equation is, but we got to blow that up and try again, because what we had there Saturday was terrible. We were not an elite crowd. 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 It was bad. It was quiet in that stadium. It was bad. It was the worst I've ever seen it. And for those of you that went to the stadium, here's where I'm going to be real with you, and you weren't loud and you weren't doing that. My son was louder than you. That is sad. You have got to do a better job than that. If you are a normal Georgia season ticket holder and you are normally loud and you are normally crazy, do not sell your tickets. Go to the game. If you're taking people with you, tell them to get loud. I'm going to make signs and I'm going to post them to the tailgate. I promise you I will have them to get loud in the stands, because we're going to have that Saturday. It was embarrassing, and people around me were saying the same things. I was not happy with that. It was quiet in there. It was terrible. I don't know. I hope that it was because of Mizzou, and maybe it was. Prove me wrong, but I think we may do the same thing against Ole Miss, because it's not a Tennessee, it's not an Auburn, it's not a Florida, it's not a Bama, it's not a Clemson. But you better get your collective stuff together when you show up in that stadium. You better be ready to yell. You better be hoarse. You better be ready to bring it on Saturday. And I'm not joking. I'm sure some of you are laughing at the tone I'm taking right now. But if you do not think that being loud in that stadium affects the outcome of that game, you haven't been to enough games, or you're too spoiled and you've been to too many. It is a privilege to go into that stadium. It is a privilege to be able to watch this team play at this high level, and you should reward them when the other team has the ball to be as loud as possible. If you're 50 or below, you should be going nuts. And you didn't Saturday. We could win regardless. We could win in an empty stadium. But I'm telling you this, we will make it a lot harder for Ole Miss. Bryant Denny did it. It was loud. You could hear it on the TV. It was loud against LSU, and I think they affected the game. We can do that. We can do that too. We can do that too. So get ready.